Hello. Today I will show you how to replace a damaged side cable for Beyerdynamic DT 770, DT 880, DT 990 and other Beyerdynamic headphones with side cable. As you can see, these Beyerdynamic DT 770 Pro Studio Class headphones have a visible damaged side cable and one headphone side no longer sounds. But don't worry, this defect can be fixed very cheaply and easily. To do this you will need to buy or find some audio cable. Any cable will do, even second-hand from old headphones. Make sure it is not too large in diameter, as it will be harder to insert into the headphone housing. You will also need to ask your grandmother for a soldering toolkit. Also ask your grandmother for permission to use a soldering iron. Start by removing the headband cushion by simply remove it. The next task is to remove the old earpad cushion by simply taking it from the inside and pulling it off. If you want to replace the earpad with a better quality one, then see my previous tutorial. But now use a flat screwdriver to remove the plastic locking ring. Remove the fabric filter and the speaker itself. But do this carefully so as not to tear the wires. Then cut the old wire and pull the cable out of the headphone housing. And try to insert the new replacement cable into the headphone housing. In my case, the replacement cable is a bit too large in diameter. Hopefully you don't have that problem and the cable fits through the small hole in the housing. It's not a big problem. Just take a drill and drill a bit bigger hole in the headphone body. Then put the wire through the headphone body. And put the original rubber tube on the cable. Check that the rubber tube fits through the new hole. Then remove the outer jacket of the audio cable with a sharp paper knife. But be careful not to damage the internal wires. It doesn't matter how many wires are inside, as only 2 are needed for this task. So divide all the wires into 2 groups and twist them together to make 2 wires. Just remember which colors to twist together, so that you can twist the same colors together at the other end of the cable. Then tin the both wires, so that it is easier and better to solder them later. Then unsolder the old side cable wires. Don't worry if you unsolder the gold wire from the 3.5 mm cable. Then decide which color the new wire will be ground. I'll take the same gold as the original. Solder the new side cable wire and soldered back wire to the contact where the gold wire was before. Solder the second new wire where the old side cable wire was. The idea is that you replace the old side cable wires with the new side cable wires. Once the wires are soldered, measure how long you need the cable to fit. Put the fixing cable rubber in place. If everything is okay, then secure the cable with superglue, so that it does not come loose and break the contacts. Slide the fixing rubber into place. Put the speaker, the foam filter and the locking ring back in place. The next step is to measure how long the new cable needs to be. The cable need measure when the headphones are placed on the maximum head size and you need add the extra cable length inside the headphones. It is better to take a longer cable as it can always be cut shorter, but if the cable is too short then there will be problems. Once the required length of cable has been decided, cut off the excess length. Take off the earpad cushion. It is easy to take off, but it will not be so easy to put back on. Then remove the plastic locking ring, the foam filter and the speaker itself, being careful not to break the wires. Then cut and pull out the old side cable. Also remove the cable retaining rubber. As my cable is a bit too big, drill a bigger hole in the headphone housing. I hope you have found a smaller diameter cable and don't have this problem. Stretch the new replacement cable, thus loosening the excess outer jacket rubber, so that the headphones last longer. Push the cable through the headphone housing. Put the fixing rubber on the cable. Use this rubber to adjust the length of the cable. Then with a sharp paper knife, very carefully remove the cable outer jacket, but in such a way as not to damage the internal wires. Then twist together the same colors wires as you twisted together on the other side of the cable. If you mess up the colors, the headphones will not work properly after repair. Then tin both wires. Then unsolder the old wires. Then solder the new wires. Remember that the speaker plus contact is the one with the blue marking on the right side. Then put the headphone parts back in the correct order. Insert the speaker and the foam filter. Put the headphones on your head and listen. Are the left and right sides correct? If the left and right sides sound correct, then the next thing is the phase test. For me in phase test, sound from headphones come out weird. It means I have messed up the wires. Open the headphones and unsolder both wires, then solder wires in reverse. Of course, if you also get out of phase test weird sound. Now, safely put the speaker foam grid on, put the superglue on the locking rubber. Put the speaker back, put foam filter in place, put the plastic locking ring on. Put the headband cushion on the headphone body, put the new replacement cable inside and lock the headband pad. Last check. Listen. Everything sounds like new to me, both left and right side test, phase test. You have to put the ear pad cushions back on, you have to put the edge of the ear pad over the edge of the headphone body. If you have difficulty with that, click more from Tech Screw. I have a separate video on replacing the ear pads on the Beyerdynamic DT series headphones. When you finally get both ear pads on the headphones, you can see how nice is repaired these Beyerdynamic DT 770 headphones. They look very well, like new, even better, because the new replacement cable has more wires inside, it will be able to last longer. In the last video I showed how to make a detachable cable mod for these headphones. Detachable cable mod is one of the best mods for these Beyerdynamic headphones. If you found this Beyerdynamic headphone side cable repair video useful, I will be glad if you like and subscribe this video so we can meet in other useful and educational headphones repair videos. Good luck, my friend.